everyone, my name is Jen Edwards and I'm an art therapist. I hope you're all still hanging in there and doing good. During these challenging times, it's important that you take time for yourself. The little things can really make a difference. And doing art is a great way to feel more refreshed. Today I have a fun project for you to try. It's a coffee filter sun design. You just need a coffee filter, a permanent marker, washable markers, a cup with water, paintbrush, and just some wax paper to put underneath. I already taped mine to the table so that it doesn't move around. I'll show you one way to do this project, but as always, you can change things and give it your own touch and just have fun with it. So here we go. Okay. So first, let me move that. Okay. So first, take your permanent marker, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace the raised circle here. And it doesn't have to be just right. Let's see. Just give yourself a little basic line. And it helps if you rotate it as you go along. Just take your time. And you'll see it's very relaxing once you get going. And I'm going to do the same thing with these lines, all these raised lines. I'm going to do the same thing with those. Doesn't have to be exact again. And it just goes right up to the circle. So you can just kind of guess. Hope all of you are keeping busy and staying relaxed. And one more. Okay? Alright. Next, I'm going to draw a smaller circle that's in the middle area. This one I'm just kind of freehanding, but feel free to draw it out with a pencil first, or you could trace something. My hands are a little shaky today. I had too much coffee, right? Alright, now I'm going to continue drawing these lines toward this circle. So just like I did, just like I had the first circle and I drew the lines toward the circle, now I'm going to continue those lines toward this circle. And I'll keep rotating my coffee filter too. See? It's really easy. So next I'm going to make some squiggly lines on these parts. I'm just going to make some squiggly lines. But you can make any design that you like. Okay. So kind of like that. Take your time. One more. Alright, so now I'm going to make some dots in these smaller spaces. I think I'll just make 3. See the dots? It's up to you. You could have letters in there. You could have zigzag type of lines. Anything you like. Okay. You can also draw a few more circles in this middle circle. I'm gonna draw 2. I think I'll make one really small one. Well, not really small, but smaller. And I'll do one more kind of in between them. Okay. And that's it for this part. This is my basic outline for my sun. And now I'm going to add the colors to it. So the washable markers. And I'm using yellow, orange, red, and pink to create an overall warm effect. So take your yellow. And I'm going to start on the outside and kind of work my way in, but you can start in the middle and work your way out if you want. I'm just going to go right in here and color right on top of the longer squiggle lines. Hopefully you can see that yellow. I know it's light. And speaking of light, just so you know, keep in mind the more color that you use, the more color that you add, the more opaque and bright it'll be in the end. And the less color that you use, the more transparent and light it'll be. It's another experiment. It's kind of an experiment. You can go right over those permanent marker lines. Okay. You see, it takes a few minutes to get it filled in. And you can use any colors that you like. And next, I'll take orange. And I'm going to fill in the area with the dots. I am trying to get most of the white filled in, because that'll make it a brighter, more vibrant sun. Okay, and I'm going to go over a few of my squiggly lines, about every other. And this will just add to the rays of the sun. Now, and I'm going to go in this next ring. I'm going to add a little bit of orange in there. And now let's take some pink, and I'm going to fill in that middle circle with the pink. And I'm going to fill in some of the next one. So there's what I got. And we'll just take some red. And I'm going to add red to those, to the one that had a little bit of orange. And I'm going to add red to the ring that had a little bit of pink. And overlapping these colors will give an indication of blending. That's what I'm doing. Take your water and your paintbrush, and I'm just going to start painting water on top of my coffee filter. And I think I'll paint my yellow part first. It doesn't take a lot of water. And I'll just keep working my way toward the middle. But feel free to start in the middle and work your way out. And as you can see, the colors are starting to blend into each other, and they're creating a tie-dye effect. That's because the washable markers are water soluble, and that makes the colors kind of spread. But the permanent marker isn't, so those designs stay there. So it's kind of like the outline for our drawing that we have. It's all coming together. It always does. And I know things are challenging still, but everything will come together in the end. It'll all work out in the end. Alright, so now I'm gonna go into the orange here. And I'm just adding water, painting water. And it's okay if it kind of goes into the yellow. Okay, and then I'll do a little bit in this ring, working my way toward the middle. You can kind of dab it when you get in the middle because it's so small. You can just dab it. I have the wax paper underneath because it'll protect my work surface, and it also doesn't take away any of the color. It doesn't absorb, so all the colors are in that coffee filter, so the coffee filter soaks it all up. Once you have the coffee filter all wet, just leave it on the wax paper to dry, and after that you can hang it on your window, and it can be a sun catcher. I really hope that you enjoyed this project and were able to relax for a little bit. Thank you for watching.